Welcome back to another competitive Switch Sports Golf video. This is episode 3 of my Road to Infinity Rank series. Looks like we find a pretty decent lobby right off the bat. We have an S6 player and an S3 player. Now I'm currently this close to S9. Let me tell you, I have never wanted S9 so bad. I do not want to end the video until I'm in S9. Let's jump right into the action on 14 here. I'm going to go around, I think. The wind, it's...
Nice shot.
If I tried to go through the trees there, I risk hitting a tree, landing in the rough, and then having to take like an extra stroke to get onto the fairway. With this way though, I can still drive onto the green and putt for an eagle. So I do prefer taking the long way around unless I have very favorable wind. The thing is, in this situation, the pin is on the right. It's being guarded by the bunker. So as you can see, I have to drive to the left of the bunker. And what am I going to be, 20 feet away?
Nice on.
26 feet away from the eagle putt. But again, I would rather be in this position putting for an eagle rather than go across the water and risk hitting a tree, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty confident I can make this eagle putt anyway, so 14 points should be incoming here. Oh yeah, beautiful. That's a nice eagle putt there, right there. Alright, so good eagle there. Looked like there were only two eagles, actually, myself and Luke. Now, I don't remember what rank Luke was, but it's not the S5 or S3 player, so that's pretty good. I have a lead over the other S ranks in the lobby, which is nice. I think by the end of this, I can definitely outplay Luke, so we'll see how the remainder of the game goes, but already kind of feeling like a win here. And moving on to 15.
Nice shot.
Probably just going to be birdie here. See if I can line up the chip. I mean, green is going to bounce me to the right, so I'll have to adjust a little bit more. A bit of a headwind as well. Ooh, did not mean to curve that to the left. Okay, we just missed it to the left.
Nice approach.
If we hadn't curved it, would have been a chip and eagle. I'm not sure, but no point in playing the what if game here. Pretty nice approach, honestly. And I will take a free birdie, honestly. So 5 birdies there, 2 of them coming from myself and Luke. Tied for first on 24, rest of the lobby on 20. And into the semis we go. We move on to hole 7 here. It does not look like... maybe it is a bit strong wind, actually. So hard to tell from the drone shot. Okay, 22 mile an hour. Tailwind. Should I just blast it through the trees up ahead? No, okay, I like this pin position, actually. I'm gonna... I think I'll still go around to the left like normal. Pin position, pretty good for this route. Okay, didn't mean to curve that to the left again. I don't really know why I keep doing that. But yeah, I always go this route, but I mean, if there's a tailwind, I was kind of thinking maybe we could just, like I said, blast it through the trees, full power driver. Maybe if the pin was in a different position, I would have done that, but this is fine. I'll just a couple ticks to the left. And wind should carry me enough. That full power 5 is a good shout here. With spin, of course. Ooh, okay, that's interesting.
Nice approach.
I did adjust a few ticks to the left there, and then I missed a few ticks to the left. The thing is, if I had gone dead aim, I probably would have just hit the pin. And bounced off, like, to one side, if the aim was too perfect, so... Maybe next time I get this hole, I'll just do 1 tick to the left and see if that is enough for the chip and eagle. But again, it was a free birdie, so I guess I won't be complaining. 3 birdies there, 2 of them coming from myself and Luke. Again, similarly to 15. We have the S5 player on 30 points, or was she S6? I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. On to hole 8 we go. Actually, with 13 mile an hour tailwind, 7-iron enough here.
Nice shot.
Just have to calculate the bounce correctly, which I did not. Okay.
Nice.
So power was fine there. But the bounce is so unpredictable on hole 8 here. But honestly, good birdie.
Nice birdie.
But 7-iron's a good baseline for hole 8. I like to base a lot of my shots off of full power 7, and then I'll just adjust depending on what wind it is or what club, if I have to club up. Alright, well, bogey from Luke's going to drop him down to 3rd. And I'll be going to the finals maintaining a 4-point lead. You'll love to see it. And we get hole 10. So this should be a win. Usually everyone just birdies hole 10, and if that's the case, it'll be a win. But obviously, if the girl in 2nd gets an eagle,
Nice shot.
it would send us to a closest to pin. Now, it's not the easiest wind for eagles, so pretty sure it's just going to be all birdies here, and I'll take the win. It's no chip and eagle, but it will be a birdie. Like I said, probably enough to win. 2 nice approaches actually from me and the person in 2nd. And yeah, there it is. Very nice 54-point performance. It was a pretty easy game, I would say. It wasn't like that difficult of a seed.
Congratulations.
But we do take the win for the first game of the match.
What did he say?
I do not think this is going to be enough to rank up to S9. It might be. Like, it was a decent lobby. But we'll see here in a moment. Okay, that's just about as close as you can get. But we are going to have to jump into another game here before we hit S9, so I will see you guys there. Welcome to game number 2. Let's take a look at our lobby. It is not the greatest. We have one S4 player. The rest are A players or B players. Now, because we're so close to S9, a win in this lobby, even though it's not the highest rated, would be enough to rank up. And obviously a loss in this lobby, we would lose rank. Even for 2nd, we would lose rank. So we will focus up here. Pressure's on. This is like win, rank up, or
Nice shot.
lose and don't rank up. I think if I lose this game, I would have to win like 2 more before we rank up to S9. But we will see how it goes. Starting on hole 5 here, very strong headwind.
Nice shot.
It was going to push me onto the rough, isn't it? Oh well, it'll make the chip a bit more difficult, but only 96 yards. We can still make it up to the hole. Just need a pretty good approach here. Okay, wind's not carrying me nearly as far as I thought it would, but that roll actually helped me out quite a bit, so from the rough 15 feet away, it's not that big of a deal. We can sink this birdie putt no problem. And yeah, there it is. First game, or first hole of 2nd game, starting off with a birdie. So we got 4 birdies or 4 pars. Lobby is split in half, which is fine. It's pretty common to be tied for first after the first hole. Moving on to 6 here. We could see some separation in the standings here, though, from the top 4. Let's see. Pin's actually in a good position for a birdie, though.
Nice shot.
Gonna be driving to the right. Winds actually didn't push me as much as I thought it would. This should still be fine, though. I think I can still clear the trees and make it onto the green. But yeah, pin on the right's the easiest one to birdie, so maybe we do see top 4 all birdies. We'll see. I think I have to go backspin here. I don't know why I keep curving.
Nice shot.
Yeah, backspin definitely necessary there. I didn't even get aggressive backspin, but had I not, I would have just rolled way past the green onto the fringe or the rough, so good power on my end there. This putt's kind of hard to read. Yeah, I didn't think the slant was too aggressive, even though it kind of looked like it, but that's a really good birdie from hole 6. So 2 birdies there, one from me, one from one other player in first, so I guess 2 first placers dropping off, and now it's a 2-way tie for first. On to hole 8 here. Ooh, okay, looks like we have strong tailwind.
Semi-final.
Maybe a bit of a headwind. Looks like a headwind and a bit of a crosswind even. Yeah, 24 mile an hour. Ooh, and front left pin position. Okay, so do I go spin here? I actually don't know, because if I spin, I might just spin off the fringe, but if I no spin, I would need really precise power.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's way too light. We are spinning back onto the fairway, aren't we? Yeah, that sucks. Should have gone more power there. But I guess I could have gone that power with no spin, and that probably would have been fine. Kind of annoying. Tricky pin position. Now I'm left with a really difficult putt if I want to save birdie here.
Nice approach. Nice par.
Alright, that was not a good hole at all. I don't know why I decided to do, like, not even a lot of power with spin. That's kind of my bad. Falling down to second pretty deservedly, I would say, after that par. So 2 holes remaining to make up a 3-stroke comeback. We get 9. I know I can birdie 9. Wind doesn't look the easiest, but I can definitely get a birdie on 9, and then it's going to depend on, I guess, what hole we get next, for the last hole.
Nice shot.
Yeah, okay, this wind, definitely a birdie incoming, so gonna put a little bit of pressure on the guy in first. Is he gonna birdie as well? I think he was A rank. I can't remember. Is he gonna birdie as well, or is he gonna par and let me back into first place? So gotta go about 2 dots here. Gotta fly low enough so you can go under those trees. Make sure you don't clip them. Once again, I curved my shot to the left. I don't really know what the heck is going on right now. It's kind of annoying. I guess it hasn't really, like, messed me up too bad here, but yeah, we got pin on the right, so we're gonna bounce to the left when we hit the green here. The wind pushing to the right.
Nice shot.
Hopefully I counteracted those good enough. Not bad, not bad. We have
Nice.
an 8-foot approach. It's pretty good. Honestly, this looks like a free birdie, but I'm kind of worried about the micro putt here. If I can just get 1 dot, that'll be enough to sink the putt. Like 1 dot. Dude. How... forgot how annoying it is to micro putt. I haven't actually had one in a while. But all 3 practice swings would have been good enough power, and then come the real swing, I did the exact same motion, and then
Nice par.
boom, half the power that I wanted. I should turn a micro putt into a costume and dress up as a micro putt for Halloween. That would literally strike fear in everybody's eyes. I would just be terrorizing the streets if I did that. You know what I mean? Pretty scary. Alright, so it's a bit unfortunate because the guy in first also got a par, so had I did get that birdie, it would have been tied. It is a glitch, but it's also a known glitch, so it's hard to complain about it because it happens to everyone. And anyway, we got 14 here. Pin's on the left, so I could go around, but the tailwind, if I go over the water, it's just gonna push me through the trees. So I think I'll just go over the water here.
Nice
To be
shot.
honest, with wind that's allowing us to go through the trees, I think it's extremely unlikely that the guy in first does not get an eagle. So my only chance at a win here is getting an albatross. From 162 yards away, so gonna have to add backspin here for sure. Pins at the near side. I'll probably bounce right around the fringe, and then hopefully I can spin like back into the hole.
Nice shot.
And wind should carry me a bit past. Okay, now I just need the spin. Ah, not quite. Right idea, but unfortunately didn't quite get the spin or the aim that I was hoping for, so this is an easy eagle putt. But like I said, I'm pretty sure guy in first also gonna eagle, so
Great eagle.
yeah, there it is. No surprise there, so that's gonna be a fat L for me. In fact, I think this is my first loss inside S8. So yeah, I made a mistake on hole 8, so that's why I lost. Can't complain about that. We will give a GG to this guy and then see how much rank we lose. Hopefully it's not
Cool.
too much. But that doesn't mean the video continues on, because like I said, I ain't ending this video till we hit S9, so we will take our lost rank. Honestly, that's not too bad at all. That's actually way less than I thought it was. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about losing that little rank, but I feel like it should have been more. But anyway, let's move on to game number 3 here. We find 2 S4 players and the rest A and B players. So I'm going to be looking for a bounce back win here, a redemption win, which I am very confident I can do. I can already taste the victory from this lobby, but I don't know if it'll be enough to rank up to S9, so we will find out afterwards. But starting off on 11 here, pretty tricky wind. Now I don't want backspin because the pin's at the back of the hole and I don't want to spin like away from it, so needing pretty precise power there, which I didn't really get, just a bit too much. On the fringe, don't have that low angle to line up my putt. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Sink that putt very nicely. Good birdie on a tricky seed here. And we got 3 birdies there, 5 pars. I think Yayo was S4. Not that it really matters. I mean, at the end of the day, I just need to win in the lobby no matter what the ranks are. But it is kind of fun to just like see where the ranks are on the game leaderboard, you know what I mean? But anyway, we have hole 12 here. Definitely cannot take the shortcut with this wind, so we're gonna have to go around this time.
Nice shot.
Ooh, that was too much wind adjustment. It shouldn't matter though. I like to be on the fairway anyway after this shot, so the fact that I'm on the rough and can only go 3 dots of power, not that big of a deal. We will land on the fairway and then just chip onto the green like normal. Maybe I would have liked to have been like 10 yards up further, but 134 yards away, chipping on the fairway. With relatively flat wind, possibility for a chip and eagle here actually.
Nice shot.
Okay, no, not quite.
Nice.
Good enough approach for a free birdie, but it was no chip and eagle. So honestly, although it was tricky wind, I wouldn't really consider that a tricky hole. And yeah, we got 4 birdies there, so not really surprised there. Tied for first, currently on 20 points with S4 player. And honestly feeling very confident about the win this game. Redemption wins. Fairly motivating. We are on to hole 1 here. Let's see. 11 mile an hour wind.
Nice shot.
Probably just going to see a bunch of birdies here. Not super strong wind though. We could see a chip and eagle. I will try to line it up myself, of course. I always like over adjust for wind on these holes, so I'll try to do less this time. Like that seems like kind of low to me, but maybe it's what I'll go for.
Nice shot.
Oh, perfect.
Chip
That was literally perfect aim. Very nice chip and eagle there. That is exactly what I need to do to establish myself at the top of the game's leaderboard. With a nice chip and eagle on hole 1. And like I was saying, that adjustment like looked too little for me, but just because I always over adjust, I decided to leave it there and it ended up working out. So 4-point lead now after 3 holes. And now I am even more confident in the win this game. Will it be enough to rank up though to S9? I have no idea. We got 2 with very strong tailwind. We'll use 7-iron here. Around 3.5. It's a bit light, but I think that should still be fine. Yeah, it was a bit light.
Nice on.
Meant to give it a bit more power there, but we still have a decent approach for birdie putt. I actually read the directional wind quite well there, so satisfied with this approach and this birdie
Nice
putt.
birdie.
Alright, so the lead is up to 7 points now going into the finals. We got hole 8 here. Even if I get a par and someone gets a hole in 1, it would still be tied for first, so I'm not really worried about
Final round.
this hole that much. I don't... Yeah, 24 mile an hour tailwind. I'll have to go backspin here, I think.
Nice shot.
Just so I don't... The wind doesn't carry me too far. We get decent bounce and... Okay, not the spin I was hoping for, but
Nice on.
that's totally fine. I could literally par this. I could probably even bogey this and still win, to be completely honest, so... Kind of a victory lap for me.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. Would have been nice to sink that and then get like a clean 54-point performance. But not a problem. No one... Ooh, okay, almost a micro putt there. Wow. None of these players got hole in 1, so this is going to be a win. So yeah, girl in second did birdie that one, but in the end it was a 4-point victory, a 51-point performance on my end. Not a big deal about that par. Hopefully it doesn't affect me going forward though, just like, you know, mentally. Is this going to be enough though? Or will we have to jump into another game? Alright, one more game it is. I'll see you guys there.
The contestants.
Game number 4 here. We find... It's an okay lobby. They're pretty low ranks, but we do have 3 S players, 2 A players, a B player, 1 random D player. Now you saw how close I was to S9. If I win this lobby, we will rank up.
Round 1.
That is what I'm going for. That is the only acceptable option for this game, is a win. So let's get that. We have hole 1 here.
Nice
Got a
shot.
very nice chip and eagle last hole 1. Let's see if we can do it again. That would be pretty spectacular.
Nice shot.
Ooh, okay, this time I did not enough adjustment, so I overcorrected for my previous mistakes. We'll be thinking birdie on one here, no big deal. And I don't think anybody is getting the chip and eagle, so that's fine.
Nice birdie.
And yeah, looks like we had one disconnection, but just about all birdies there. So although I missed the chip, it's not too big of a deal, still tied for first. On to 3 with what looks like a bit of strong wind. 3 is a hole though where you can pretty consistently get birdies no matter what the wind is, so not too worried about this one.
Nice shot.
In fact, if I'm reading the mini-map correctly, when we're chipping onto the green, the wind should be pretty darn flat, the headwind. So it's actually an opportunity for a chip and eagle. Just need to get myself through the trees on the fairway.
Nice shot.
And line up nicely for the chip. Okay, pretty flat. Just a strong headwind. Only like micro adjustments here, and then I just need the right power. Somewhere over 3 dots, obviously.
Nice shot.
Ooh, just a tiny bit to the right.
Nice approach.
I wasn't really anticipating the green pushing me so far to the right, so that's my bad. It's too bad. Another chip opportunity missed. Okay, I think I'm still tied for first, so I guess I can't really complain. Yeah, and actually with only one other player, so would have been really nice to sink that chip and eagle, go up 4 points, but still tied for first, cannot complain. Moving on to hole 10 here.
Nice shot.
We got a bit of a strong headwind, some adjustment. Actually, it's kind of a bit of a crosswind. A lot more than I initially thought. Now, you do have to go a bit more power than you think on hole 10. You are slightly downhill from the hole compared to hole 1, so keep that in mind when you are chipping.
Nice shot.
Ooh, dang it. Okay, once again, not adjusting enough now for holes 1 and 10. So hole 1, very first hole of the game, I missed the chip pretty handily. But I think hole 3 and hole 10 here, those were actually pretty darn close, so a couple of opportunities to pull ahead that I have squandered. Well, I'll be continued to be tied for first with Buggy on 30 points, both of us playing pretty consistently, I would say. And to hole 11 we go. Like I said at the beginning of the game, my mission is to win this game. This is a must-win for me, so I can rank up to S9, that is. The only thing on my mind, so I'm going to have to outplay Buggy at some point in the next 2 holes. We'll go backspin here, because the pin's on the near side.
Nice shot.
Bit of a tailwind too, slightly, so just under full power is good. Nah, not quite getting the wind. Listen, it's a good enough approach for a birdie. It'll be a free birdie putt. But at some point, I'm going to have to make a chip if I want to win the game. I don't want to rely off Buggy making a mistake
Nice birdie.
to secure the win, you know what I mean? So we have 1 hole remaining to determine if I win or lose my rank up match. What's the hole going to be? Hopefully it's a good hole. Hopefully it's a special hole, actually. No, wait, hole 7, we are 12 holes off of a special hole. I did want a special hole just because they are more difficult, and I trust that I could birdie the special holes, and I guess they would give
Final
Buggy a better chance at parring, if that makes sense. But hole 7's a tricky hole, so maybe we can steal the win here. Pin's on the left, so I'll chip. I did not mean to go that little power. I meant to go just under 3 dots. But with the tailwind being 22 mile an hour, I can still use a 3-iron from this distance, even though I'm 228 yards away. But I really gotta get the correct power here if I want birdie. I can't go too far. I also can't be in the water, which does happen on this hole a lot more than you would think.
Nice shot.
Shoot. On the rough. Okay, we might be able to sink this chip, actually. It is a pretty flat headwind, so just got to account for the topography of the green here. It's a makeable chip. We can actually sink birdie here and still save the game. I had literally one job, and that was to win the game. And here I am, choking on the last hole. Okay.
Nice approach.
That sucks. I literally had one job, and that was to win the game.
Nice par.
Well, somehow I have been saved because Buggy also got the par there, so... And then looks like Weezer got a birdie, so we're going to a 3-way closest to pin. I have one more chance to win this game and secure S9. We are on hole 17. It looks like we're really, really close. And if you're close and closest to pin, yeah, okay, the headwind is flat. I can definitely sink the hole in one here. I have no idea why bro is putting. That's not the move, dude. I can definitely sink hole in one here, I know that. So he's missed. We'll see what this girl gets. Okay, she missed too. We got this. We can sink this. Wow, there it is. Cheeky hole-in-one on closest to pin. And what a way to get first. After a mistake on the final hole, I was given some grace. Wait, got to closest to pin, took the hole-in-one. That has to be enough to rank up to S9. I literally could not be closer to S9 right now. There it is. That is such a beautiful sight to see. This is a new personal best for me. I've never been in S9 before. Finally here. We got one more rank to infinity. I'm going to take a break now. I don't want to keep playing and risk losing S9. I'll freshen up, be back later. So if you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button. I will see you guys in the next video.